Hi Taurus, today we're going to do your love reading. Actually, for a lot of you, I am not sure this is love. Of course, it can, just apply it or take it how it resonates and how it applies. It's general, so it's not going to be able to resonate for everyone, but it looks like a strong reading. The very first card that came out for you was, or is, the Ace of Wands. So this is a passionate new beginning. This is always a nice card to have, right? Passion, fire, taking action. But this gets really interesting really quick. We have a lot of energy here about emphasis on giving and receiving. So right off the bat, I kind of picked up on the possibility of somebody giving more than the other, somebody wanting more than they're getting. It kind of even feels like maybe too much expectation. Or, I don't know, we're going to dive in deeper, but this kind of, I've never had anything like this. I mean, look at the first 4 cards that came out, or 5. Well, actually, these were last, but the first 3 and the last. What frames the reading, look at that. Giving. It's focused attention. It's putting effort in. Kind of crazy. I've never picked this up in a reading before, but it's good. I think there's a big learning thing here. So looks like somebody's giving, there's a lot of emphasis on who's giving more. Or you even want to say maybe somebody is spoiled or has too high of expectations and doesn't realize the effort that it takes to make things work, or the effort it takes to be successful. Okay? Isn't that crazy? So 6 of Pentacles in reverse, that's in the upright, it's giving. It's generous. This is in the reverse. Then we have the 3 of Pentacles, which is cooperation, working together, right? Could be union, but it's definitely working together, collaboration, and everybody does their part, okay? Then we have the 6 of Cups in the reverse. How crazy is that? So the 6 of Cups is fond memories. It could be children, but it's a return. It's somebody from the past returning. But very clearly in this deck, it looks like somebody giving and somebody taking again. And then we have the 8 of Pentacles. And I want to read that to you real quick. I just want to read something that, it's focus, discipline, just a couple keywords. Focus, discipline, mastery, developing skills, dedication, craft, workflow, and details. So, we have things that we want to achieve in life, and there may be a situation here where somebody has false beliefs about things should be coming easy, and not realizing the effort. It's instant gratification is what, and it could be a child or a family member. So just take it how it works. But my goodness, that blows my mind. Sorry. I mean, I know I'm kind of harping, but it just kind of blows my mind. 6. Yeah. Okay. So let's move on. I can't put these in the view because then they'll block the next card. So your current energy, 6 of Swords. So this, I'm wondering, is it you that's leaving a situation? Now the 6 of Swords is leaving a difficult situation, or it's not uninjured. I mean, there's been some conflict. We've got the swords, right? And they're still stuck in the boat. But this is getting out of something or leaving something that's been troubling. I just wonder if it's maybe leaving or giving up too easily, something like that. Maybe leaving too knee-jerk, or jumping the gun. Now roles could be reversed, so it could be your person, everything could be flipped. You got to flip it as you need to, and it's not gender specific, so ignore me if I say he, she. So here we have the Hermit. So the Hermit is somebody who goes off and does a lot of contemplating, seeks enlightenment. This could be a situation where somebody, bailed a little bit abruptly and then goes deeper and gets out of the situation, clears their head, and then gets, enlightenment, or, kind of sees a different perspective. So this is the first time I'm using these cards for a full reading. This is the transparent tarot. 10 of Cups. So a lot of love. What are we doing here? We're leaving a difficult situation, seeking enlightenment, doing a lot of thought. Once you're out of the situation, you kind of see things more clearly, and moving from conflict towards enlightenment and 10 of Cups. This also is in the placement for your person's energy. So, see there. It's crazy how it tells a little story. I love it. Love that. Okay, let's look at how they view you. So the 7 of Pentacles could be waiting, but in this deck it looks like reaching, trying to achieve. But traditionally, this card, and what I instantly picked up on this card is it's picking the fruit before it's ready. It's impatience. It's not waiting for things to develop. So there could be somebody that's on a different time frame than you. Somebody could be giving up too easily when it's actually has great potential, but the impatience of it is throwing the balance off. Look at this balance. The yin yang. Let me see something real quick. Sorry, I should have done that already. Yeah, wow, I just said that. This is a yin yang. So within every good is bad, or light, there's dark. Within every light it's one with the other is perfect, in perfect harmony. This is the Lover's card. So strong connection here, but looks like an impatience, or wanting instant gratification. The Lover's card is also, often making a decision between two people. That could be, but it's not really what I'm feeling the strongest here. This is a strong connection. This is how they view the situation. Take the good with the bad. Accept that there's always going to be a little bit of darkness. Without the darkness, we don't really appreciate the light, Without the struggle, we don't appreciate the success as much. So when you have struggle, it just should be a reminder of what feels good and what doesn't. This is the Death card. So this is your person's energy. Looks like they think it's over. The great thing about getting the Death card in tarot is that it represents a new beginning, positive changes, transformation. Something negative being cut out. Your person has a lot of love. If this is about, like I said, could be work related, but a ton of potential here, not a ton of patience and balance. So we're going to have to clarify this one. The 5 of Wands is conflict, battle, bickering. This is in the reverse. That would imply that it's coming, it could be gossip, but that would imply that it's, ending, or maybe there's not as much gossip as you're thinking, but we'll clarify it. This is crazy how clear this came out. So tarot's advice, if you choose to take it, the Emperor. Look at that. It's building, it's working, it's making things happen. It's not waiting, I feel like with this Hierophant, Hierophant. That Hierophant is marriage and commitment, high-level relationship, truth, ethics, tradition. But I feel with that Hermit card, in this Emperor card, I feel a connection. If you read the card straight down the middle, there's an enlightenment, there's a balance, and then there's hard work. So the Emperor is somebody who's very capable, can make things happen, in control, very respected. I feel like there's something deeper than the surface. Like there might be a false idea that somebody should, put you on a pedestal and put you on a pedestal and you don't have to do anything. Maybe somebody's spoiled. Maybe somebody has just had everything come to them easily, and then this is kind of there's a monkey wrench maybe being thrown in that so somebody will learn, whether it's you or them. I kind of feel like it's you guys for some of you. But there is a strong need to not think that everything's going to just happen on its own, and not have, buy into those. It's something about looking deeper, look beyond the surface level. So if you're looking at other people or you're comparing yourself to other things and people's success, it's not what it seems. People that are successful, first of all, everybody has struggles, but people who are successful most of the time had to work really hard for it, and they had failures and they didn't give up. There's a big, I just feel so compelled to stress that there's a need to shift, a paradigm shift, a change of mindset about your life or whatever situation you're in right now. There's a shift that could be very beneficial, in the sense that there's a false belief of, well, that's not good if it's not this way or that way. It doesn't mean it's not good. It just means it takes, developing. Okay. Hope this is helping someone. Outcome. Queen of Cups in reverse. So I believe this is somebody coming forward with love and showing it. And I really kind of think it's you. I feel like, okay, flip the roles if you need to, but it seems like this is all about you or them. You, I think. Don't get mad at me. Bailing on something too easily, or having over expectations that are, setting you up to feel disappointed. It's very important to know what you want, but not expect it, There's also a very strong, important knowingness to have about filling your own cup. You can never really rely on someone else to fill your cup. You have to fill your own cup. And I think that maybe reaching full potential is at question here, because thinking that things come easier than thinking that you get right out of college and you immediately are successful. Thinking you start a job and you're the hero all of a sudden, right away. Everybody is just like, oh my gosh, this is the greatest thing that's ever happened in this company. Something like that. Thinking in a relationship that they're going to put you on this queen pedestal, which they will. But it's got to be, equal give and take, right? They can't stay unbalanced. It can be unbalanced here and there, but it's got to be balanced out for harmony. So I think this is you going back to them and correcting things. I think I rarely say this, but I think in this reading it's implying that you're the one that may be going back and adjusting thinking here, okay? I want to clarify that Five of Swords in reverse. Five of Wands in reverse. Crazy reading. Your person has a lot of love. They think it's over, but they're also, I'm not sure. I am sure. I just don't know how to articulate it. I've been struggling with my ability to articulate well lately, kind of scattered. Okay, so Two of Wands. Look at that. She's got the whole world in her hands. See that? What a beautiful card. This is Mystical Moments. I just got it and I love it. Whoops. Oh no. So be sure to look deeper than the surface. Things are not always as they seem when you're looking at other people. Well, so-and-so's, you know, life is like this, life is like this. No, something's deeper than that. And these little headlines, you know, that scream out for attention, but they're just really catchy, but they really don't mean, you know, what they are. Also, for if any of you are struggling with lack of movement or negative mindset, the best way to shift your mindset is to get your body moving. If you're sitting at a desk, make sure you get up every hour, once or twice an hour, you know, walk around, go outside. So I don't know if it's because of lockdown or what, but I'm feeling like somebody has just gotten, some of us, you know, I have to work on this, but someone needs to hear this. If you're sitting and not getting enough movement in your seat and you're struggling with a negative mindset, the fastest ease, there's a couple things that are really good to help you shift that mindset real fast. Is one, obviously, I always say this, is gratitude. So think of 3 things you're grateful for. Write them down. Think about them. It'll lift your vibration immediately. But a great way to get your mindset set to shift is to get up. Get up, walk around, go outside, get your body moving, jump, wiggle, jump, whatever, shake out off the negativity physically. But the movement is going to cause a chemical reaction that automatically lifts your vibration and your mood and your spirit. It gets your blood pumping, okay? Our bodies, we lose muscle mass and blood flow and everything else when we sit still too long, okay? So something about that. Go outside. If you feel stuck that's what it is. Too much emphasis on the outcome and not enough. Whereas if you don't have to know everything, every step to take along the way in the outcome, all you have to know is to take the next step. Okay, if you're feeling frozen, like you don't know how you're gonna eat the elephant, just take the next best step. All right, and then take the next best step. So I just want you to know that you're not alone. And you are valuable. And this person somebody not seeing your value or showing you in the way that you want at this moment doesn't mean it's not coming. It's just a growth thing, okay? 2 wands, making a decision, life-altering decision. It's beautiful. So, clarifying the 5 of Wands in reverse. Oh, 8 of Cups. So there's a walking away here. Somebody might feel like it's, you know, it ended the conflict. Yeah, holding ground. So this is, you know, holding your ground. Maybe being defensive. It's okay to be wrong, Taurus. It's okay for your person to be wrong. It happens. Let's see, what else do we need to know? Lots of 7s. So 7 of Swords, dishonesty, sneaking off, taking something that doesn't belong to you. She's a snake. That could be the situation too. It could be that somebody is talking bad about you and you feel bad, so bailed. But that will come. 3 of Swords. That could be at the heart of all this. Wow, and 5 of Swords. Wow. Conflict. This looks like paranoia to me with this 9 of Swords. Jeez. Oh, see, but it's ending. And I think this is just saying to hold back, have patience. Wow. Look at all the major arcana all of a sudden. The World card, it's coming to an end. Things are going to balance out, okay? The cycle's ending. I think there's a strong need not to give up yet, okay? Know your value, know your worth, but just because everything's not aligning, working out perfectly like a set plan the way you think it should, doesn't mean it's not in development, okay? Temperance, be patient. Wow. What am I missing? I just saw 2 cards that could indicate an apology. Let's do a little spread on your person. There's that 3 of Pentacles again. See, I think your person wants to work together. They think it's over. Yeah, look at that. But it looks like they want stability. I know a lot of you are probably needing to flip the roles here. Oh, I thought I had my Gregory Scott over here. Okay, let's just do a quick spread on your person. Oh, wow, see, over and over, 3 of Pentacles. It looks like your person wants to work together to grow. Did you guys see that fly out? They want things to balance out. Another card that looked like apology. Maybe they're wanting an apology from you. Oh, wow. King and Queen of Cups. So there's a lot of love and a lot of emotion here. We've had both now. That's a really good couple. If you haven't checked out my extendeds, they're not really extendeds because they don't go to they're for more than just one video. But I don't do personals. These are like almost personals, and they are very, very, very detailed. So check those out if you haven't already, especially if you feel like you're in a twin flame. This is crazy. I feel like doing a whole new spread with these cards. The Sun card, happiness. The 4 of Wands, 1111, could be twin flame. I'll link some of those down below, but they're like almost personal. They just have come out amazing. And there's I'm doing a twin flame series on surviving and separation and ending separation, surviving the time you're apart and coming back together. So I just did episode 2. I will link those below too. I would highly recommend those. Or at least checking them out and then deciding. So the Sun and this is crazy. Things are going to balance out. This is high-level relationship, marriage. I feel like maybe there's just a false sense of belief that it should happen easier or not require effort or be perfect all the time. And it's just not, that's just not realistic in this day and age. Okay, it's complicated, but it's growing and moving, and it could be, work or let's see what they feel, how they feel. Let's actually pull some cards on how they feel after I do quick. See if anything else flies out here. So we have Sagittarius, Libra, Leo, Sagittarius again, Taurus, Virgo, Gemini. We have everything. I'm just telling you major arcana. So this is ending again, the Death card. It looks like it's over. We've got the Death card. Like somebody is calling it quits or saying, I'm done, I'm out of here. But it's not. Growth is needed. Gosh, this Temperance card won't stop, will it? So there's Temperance again. 6 of Wands, that's success, and King of Wands. I think the action needed is on your part, and I rarely get that. I do. I think the action that's needed is on your part. Where am I? Let's see what their innermost thoughts and feelings, what they would say to you. I usually only do this in the extendeds or the almost personals, but I'm gonna go ahead and do that. So this is, what would they say to you? You're getting a little sneak peek of some of the stuff we do in the extended. So what would they say to you if they had no ego? Let me get some. Energy flowing through this deck. Since I didn't prep it. Okay, Taurus is perfect. This is a little bit shocking of a video because usually it's all like, wow. If they had no ego, no fear of rejection, no fear of embarrassment, there you go. And I think it's mutual. How about that? Beautiful. Okay. You're also, it looks like your person might have a lot of responsibilities. But I think this person wants to give to you. I just think there might be some unrealistic expectations, okay? You guys let me know in the comments. Also, let me know how this video was helpful, because I'm trying to grow and grow in the sense of growing positive messages or personal development coming through. I always set that intention. So anyway, leave a comment. Let me know. I love you guys. I will see you soon. Bye, Taurus.